standing on the threshold of 2018. I personally am feeling very happy about it because this is one of those years where we think about ourselves, our personal lives, because if your emotional quotient is high, your productivity levels automatically get high. And this year, it's completely ruled by moon. There are going to be 3 solar eclipses rather than the 2, and 2 lunar eclipses, which in all makes it 5 eclipses for you to restructure, reorganize and visualize the way you would like your life to be. Sagittarius 2018 for you people. Well, what are the major trends? Jupiter is in your 12th house since October 2017 and it shows a very spiritual year ahead. Though spirituality has a different meaning for Sagittarius, it just means correct, doing the correct thing. So this brings in internal growth, invisible to the outside world. On November 8th, as Jupiter crosses your Ascendant, and others will see you as a prosperous man. You have been in the prosperity period for 2 years now, and this planet, Jupiter's move into your 1st house, is going to prolong and accelerate it. Jupiter, which is the ruler of your horoscope, will now make you even more adventure-loving and strong. Your Sagittarian qualities will be accentuated. You could be traveling more and more than the usual, and it would also take a lot of interest in spiritual matters. Now, as you grow older and internalize yourself, you will experience your ebullience and your optimism. Your money house, more than usually strong this year. Saturn, your financial planet, moved in here last year and would be posited there for another 2 years. This shows great financial focus, with that success and abundance which follows. Neptune has been in your 4th house of home and family since 2012. This shows the spiritualization of the family, which is becoming more elevated and refined. Uranus has been in your 5th house for 7 years now, and at last he moves into your 6th house from May 16th to November 6th. Now this indicates change in the job situations, and in the coming years there will be multiple changes. This aspect also brings important changes in your health regime and attitude towards your health. You could experience much turmoil and changes happening in your 9th house of religion and intellectual pursuits. 4 out of the 5 eclipses this year impact this 9th house of yours. Those involved in education can expect dramatic and unexpected changes or shakeups happening around you. You may have to make some course corrections while these eclipses are happening so that you are back on the track. Now, in regards to your health, health should remain good as Neptune is the only one long-term planet afflicting you. You had a vulnerable health in 2016, although 2017 was a little better and 2018 becomes even more better. If you got through those years, then this year is definitely going to be a very smooth sail. With more energy at your disposal, you can make it even better, and all kinds of vistas open up to you. Projects that you might not have even considered in the past 2 years now are apparently doable. Jupiter's move into your own sign on November 8th will make those of the childbearing age much more fertile. You should be careful and monitor your weight. Uranus in your 3rd house of communication indicates importance of good mental health. Avoid using too much of the communication facilities or thinking too much. Learn to tune off and turn your mind and try to tune your mind to even switch off when not doing anything. These intermittent breaks of switching on and switching off will do your health a lot of good. In regards to your home and family life, this has been an important part for you for some years now and becomes even more important for the next coming years. Jupiter in Scorpio for most of the year is in a beautiful aspect with Neptune, which is your home and family planet. You will be emotionally happy and satisfied. This aspect favors a move or enlargement of the present home. With Neptune in your 4th house and also a ruler of your 4th house, it is imperative to keep your home physically pure. It's not enough to be physically clean, but it's more important to be clean in your mind. Your intentions should be pure. Your emotional and thought atmosphere needs to be kept clean. Keep your space clean and declutter as much as possible. After November 8th, as Jupiter moves into your own sign, you will have to work harder to achieve family harmony than before. A house renovation is indicated. In fact, beautifying your home is essential. To have a clean mind in clean home reflects the prosperity and productivity of an individual. Finance and career. The year ahead, as I mentioned, is prosperous, a continuation of the last 2 years. Saturn, your financial planet, is now in your money house in his own sign of Capricorn. Thus, he is both celestially and terrestrially very strong. He is operating with his maximum power. This spells higher earnings. His move into Capricorn, that Saturn's move into Capricorn late last year, is another good signal. It gives good sound financial judgment. Last year you might have been a little speculative and risk-taking. Now you need to take methodical, step-by-step approach to wealth. You will be able to build your wealth over time in solid kinds of ways. And the financial planet in Capricorn favors gaining control over your finances rather than letting finances control you. It favors budgeting and long-term savings and investment plans, disciplined daily financial regimes. If you stick to them, then over the next couple of months, it is likely that not only next couple of months but next couple of years, wealth will happen naturally with little stress or strain. It will be like a roll-on for you. The biggest strain will probably be sticking to your plan. Regularity and discipline is more important for an investment plan than luck. There are always temptations to slack off, but you need to learn to stick to it. For investors, Saturn in Capricorn favors the commercial, real estate industry and the blue chip sector in the market. For non-investors, this position, a business or managerial position in the corporate world, will be good for you. Your management skills will be strong and you will be all your ideas would be very marketable. Pluto has been in your money house for many years and he will remain there for many years to come. Pluto rules debt and his position favors bonds and bond market. He also rules taxes, so be aware of your income tax. Thus, the message of the horoscope is that good tax planning, tax efficiency is important for you and your financial well-being. This is not specially a very strong career year for you. Some years are like that. The cosmos aims for a balanced kind of development and so different areas are emphasized in different years. By the time one has reached your middle age, there will be development and experience in all sectors. What is the self-improvement that the cosmic wants to teach you? Well, there is no other sign that understands the spiritual dimensions of wealth better than you. It is innate to a Sagittarius. With your spiritual planet Pluto in your second house since 2008, the tendency now becomes even more stronger. Intuition guides you and you prosper. Financial guidance will often come in dreams through psychics, seers or astrologers. The affluence of the divine is not at all concerned with what we call practical factors. It is not concerned with the state of economy, the market, or with how much you have in the bank. It actually creates conditions for our earnings. So you need to be aware. Saturn in your money house, which is the most practical of all planets, will help you focus on the most visible conditions. Saturn helps you to make plans and execute them tangibly. So you have two opposite forces at work in your financial life. One very spiritual and the other ultra worldly and practical. The spiritual side says, give and it shall be given unto you. Saturn says, give only when you can afford to give. The two forces argue with each other all the time. It is like having two minds in one body. If you go with your intuition, Saturn, the practical side, is fearful and perhaps even gets angry. If you go with your practical side, then the spiritual side is unsatisfied. Somehow you will have to merge these two forces and work with them together. There is an advice that I can give you in such a situation or in such a dilemma. The advice here is to use your intuition to make money, and then use Saturn's practicality to manage and invest it properly. Or you can earn in conventional ways and invest it intuitively. Remember, the goals are always idealistic and spiritual, but the day-to-day management is practical. So good luck. Many of my clients have asked me this particular question, that why is it important to get our yearly charts made? Now, basically, yearly charts is like a time planner. Once you have made your own personalized charts and you've also made your yearly transit charts, you can actually structure yourself, organize yourself, and perhaps write the dates down in your calendar when the retrogrades and the forward movement of the planets is taking place. Now, when these planets are taking place, whether they are forward or retrograde, you can plan your situations in and around. When the eclipses are taking place, you can actually take important steps forward or probably restrain yourself from taking major decisions. This also helps you into not reacting to situations and creating the dramas that these eclipses normally bring in our lives. You will be able to see your own life, or probably be an architect of your own fate and a producer of your own film of life. Life is all about conversations with yourself. So once making yourself aware, where are the positives, where are the negatives, what is my attitude, how do I react to certain situations, what are the different phases in my life, and what is this phases demanding. Then when you coordinate it with your transit chart, that is with your chart personalized of 2018, what the year is bringing for you, you can coordinate that, and the organization and structuring of your life becomes much easier and much faster, including planning your holidays, including planning what is the attitude that I need to adopt this year so that my life can become healthy, wealthy, and wise.